fun. It was really packed.
So these are Keely's gifts from the Bachelorette party last night that the girls had at the Grizzly Rose. Now, you said, what, about 20 of your friends showed up?
Right.
Right. How many of your friends showed up?
It was a small crowd. I think there was about 6 of us. So, but it was a fun night. We had a good time. Elsa rode the bull.
Right.
And
I saw that.
So, yeah, it was
fun.
fun.
I saw that on your iPhone.
It really got very crowded. It really did. So,
cool.
But it was fun.
Uh-huh.
It was a good evening.
Nice.
So I enjoyed it.
Hi, could you do that again?
Hello.
Great. This is Kayla Golden of Kayla Golden Photography, and she will be our photographer for our wedding.
Woo! Super excited. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you bet. All right. I know you got to get going, but she just came over. We wanted to get our final payment in. We got to pay for all these services that we're doing for the wedding. So anyway, Kayla, thank you very much.
Of course.
For your future services, and we really appreciate it.
I'm super excited.
And
I'm very honored.
You just got married yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
We just eloped at Rifle Falls.
Oh, great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm excited.
Cool. There we go. There's Kayla and Keely. And Keely's concerned that she doesn't have her hair done. But, you know, wait till
Bruce
you see.
loves the impromptu YouTube.
Wait till you
Yes,
see.
he
That's what it's about. Wait till you see my hair. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Bruce, the last nail. And as you can see, I already started on my video. So this is going to be part 2 for this summer's wedding update. And I hope to keep one of these going each week up until, not only until our wedding date, which is September 6th, but a little bit afterwards. So here's Keely. And a little earlier today, I got her with Kayla, but she was a little self-conscious about her hair. So, okay, now we're having a little problem. Okay, that's better. We had to move around because Keely was about half lit up and half in shadows. So now, see how beautiful. She always looks beautiful. But this is more how I think she wants to look for the wedding, but I wanted to improve the lighting in here. So I had to turn a light on to get not her backlit, but to get her lit a little better. And then she's going for the fitting for her wedding dress tonight. Is that right?
Tonight at 6:30. So it's kind of exciting. And they've asked me to bring shoes that I'll be wearing for the wedding dress. So these are a possibility because if the high heels get to be too much, the tennies are coming on. So these are Keens. They're super comfortable.
Did you just get those?
I did just get those.
Nice.
But I also got a second pair of tennies.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And these are also Keens.
Also Keens.
I couldn't make my mind up between this and the others because both are super comfortable.
Right.
So let me show you my heels.
There, that was my idea to get the
elevation
platform.
So these are my heels.
Nice.
And that's what I'll be wearing with the dress.
Uh-huh. These are my heels.
So it just depends on how comfortable these are. I mean, they felt comfortable. It's just when you're in them for a period of time, I'm not sure how long I'll be in them before the tennies come on. So
walking down the aisle with a wedding dress on, I don't know how that's going to go over.
Right.
But We'll see.
But they said to bring the shoes, so that's what I'm doing. So
Nice.
we'll be leaving in just a little bit here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of exciting.
Of course it is. It's another step.
Yeah, so before Bruce takes the camera off, so what do you guys think? You put in the comments below, okay? What do you think? Here's the hair down. Well, kind of up and down, like this. See? 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 Or up, like an updo. What do you think? Tell me what you think.
Okay. She's not asking me. She's asking you, the viewer.
Yeah, I'm just
to put
curious
in
to
the
know because I
comments.
haven't made up my mind yet. I don't know which way I want it. So I think both look nice. There'll be a veil that's a comb that will go in the back here and that will come about down to my waist along with the dress. A very simple veil. So I'm just curious. Give me your feedback. What do you think? Okay. Bye. Love you guys.
Hi. Today is August 17th. It's a Sunday, and I want to complete my second update for the wedding, for our wedding on September 6th. So today I want to discuss really 4 issues that came up during the past week. The past week was really a very busy week for us. Sunday I had the meeting with Scotty. He's our DJ that we hired. And then the issue came up of insurance for the wedding, liability and cancellation. And then Thursday, which was an unusually busy day, we had to take care of the wedding license and then all the things that we had in our study room. We had to move those up to the site for the reception. So for the time being that it's Sunday, I'm over here at the mall, not the Pearl Street Mall, which I'm usually at. I'm over here at the Flatirons Crossing, which is an indoor mall. And I'm outside right now because inside the mall, everywhere you go, they have piped-in music. And when you have piped-in music, hopefully, maybe one of these days, I get monetized, and I would really rather have to not deal with getting copyrighted. Now, if I'm at a concert or something, that's a different story. You're going to get copyrighted there. But when you're at a mall, or let's say if I'm doing a Rockies Dodger game, which, by the way, there's one coming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I'm thinking of going to the Thursday game since it's a day game. There's always going to be piped-in music that you're going to catch. So I would just rather not deal with that. So right now I'm outside of the north end of the Flatirons Crossing. Okay, so I'm over here in Superior, Colorado. So I decided to put my priority on getting a walk-in over at the mall, and it seemed like no matter where I went to another area that was outdoors. It was at the south end. They still even had piped-in music. So I get over here to this area. I just want to get into some shade, and there's a plane nearby, and just south of here there's a small grove, and the noise there is horrendous because I think there's cicadas that are making a lot of racket. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, first issue, was that of the DJ. I hired a DJ by the name of Scotty. We went ahead and met last Sunday. I felt the relationship was good. In fact, he even brought his nephew with him, which I thought was pretty cool. His nephew was well behaved and had a great sense of humor. So I'm going with Scotty. I forget the name of his DJ company, but I will post that as I speak. There he goes. I was hoping to get this squirrel. It's probably one of those red squirrels. Okay, so the next issue I wanted to get into was the issue of insurance. So with the people who are offering up their backyard, we had an issue with a tent in case it rains. So the problem with the tent is they didn't want any stakes in the ground because of damage to sprinklers and or a septic tank. I was under the impression that they were more or less requiring us to get a tent. And when I checked with one company that was recommended, with the weights that they wanted to hold down the tent in case it rains, they wanted something like $50 to $100. And that's way out of our budget. So Keely and I called the shot on this. We're just going to go ahead. If we get a hit and miss thunderstorm, we'll just bring the reception indoors until it stops. The other issue that came up that I brought up was liability. Well, I don't think there's going to be an issue there. So we just decided to not get liability insurance. The third issue would be weather-related. I alluded to a hit-and-miss thunderstorm. In early September, we can get hit probably by 2 weather systems. It could be 100 degrees out here in Colorado every day in August, and in September, early September, we could get snow. So basically, other than getting snow, sorry about that, that was a gnat. Other than getting snow, there's basically 2 types of storms that we could get hit. One is cyclonic, and the other is, a hit and miss thunderstorm, which we've had both. We can get a hit and miss thunderstorm anytime. So, as far as cancellation insurance, I'm going to discuss that later, but I'm going to discuss that after the event. So I'm not going to say anything about whether I've chosen cancellation insurance for the reception, but I did not take cancellation insurance for the wedding. Now, even though we're up at about 8,400 feet and it could snow up there, we're getting married that day and up there. And if everybody comes to the wedding, that's great. If people don't come to the wedding because it's weather-related, whatever, we'll take it as it comes. And hopefully they come up there and see the beautiful Colorado fall colors on the way up and on the way back down. So we're hoping that goes well. So the next issue, so I ran into a problem Wednesday. It was probably a health issue. I just got a really bad headache, which I felt was stress. I was just getting really stressed out because I know Thursday was going to be a real busy day. I got reminded of that quite a bit. and it just stressed me out. I made the mistake of taking my blood pressure with the home BP monitor. Now my blood pressure is pretty much normal, maybe coming in a little bit high, which I'm on medication for, but my blood pressure spiked. Now what happened was Thursday morning when I got up and I started getting involved in what we needed to do Thursday, it went away really quick. So I figured, okay, fine, we'll just go ahead and do what we need to do. So the first thing we needed to do Thursday was we went over to Boulder County offices, the records to get our wedding license. That was the next step. And so we got to the front desk and they said, oh, you got to go back and do it online. And I said, oh, okay. So we went back, went online, and we filled out the application. We got the application sent in, and then there was an area where you could go to get interviewed, which was basically to confirm your identity. So we both used our passports as identity because everything's been checked out by the State Department, and everything went well. They asked questions that you'd probably figure that they would ask for your wedding license, and I had to make some extra confirmation because I'm a divorcee, and this is Keely's first marriage, so she didn't have to worry about it, but there was a couple other things that I had to offer, some other information. But anyway, that went well, and then yesterday, today's Sunday, we did receive our wedding license in the mail from the county of Boulder, so that went well. So the last thing we had to deal with Thursday was, on the previous video, I showed you all of the beverages and party goods that we had in Keely's study room. And we had to take that, we had to move it into my car and her van, and we had both of them completely full. We had to drive 20 miles or so in almost 100-degree heat up to Longmont. That's the site of our reception. Then we had to take everything out, bring it indoors, and then since we're at the top of the stairs, we had to take it downstairs. So Keely dealt with the stairs, and I dealt with moving everything to the basement. So needless to say, by the time we got that done, we were absolutely exhausted. That was enough for me to be doing a weight workout, which I do about every 4 days. So anyway, we got that done. I probably had a little bit of a heat stroke because the heat really affected me. And I know that when we got up Friday, we were just both wiped out. So it really took me till Saturday before I really recovered from that. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be it for today and for this week. This is Bruce, the Last Nail. I'm signing off. This was my second wedding update. I'll get this online as soon as I can. And I want you to thank you very much for coming along with the ride with us. And have a great day. Goodbye. So I don't think you can hear anything, but I'm telling you, when I got here, this grove that I'm in at this particular park was really loud. And I identified the noise as cicadas. And now, just almost like magic, they've quieted down. I don't know if it's the time of the day. I don't know what it is.